Okay guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about you do nothing wrong, but you're simply not practicing enough. So actually that sentence says enough. Goodbye. No, I'm joking. Let me explain. So I saw a guy do headspin a couple of weeks ago, and headspin is one of those moves that you can practice correctly or incorrectly. The correct way is by holding your legs still and angled forward, and the incorrect way is by swinging. The reason that is incorrect is simply because you will have a lot of trouble later with learning moves like ball head spin or something if you learn it with swinging the legs. But this guy was actually practicing it correctly. He held his legs in the correct position and he was slowly training his steps, not doing anything wrong. Then the week after I didn't see him because, adult had something to do. And the week after that, I saw him work on windmills. He says, I'm focusing on windmills now. And the week after that, he was working on making his flare higher. Now, there is actually nothing wrong with working on windmills or making your flare higher or doing footwork or doing whatever, but you also have to finish your work. And when I mean with you're not practicing enough, I mean actually in the practice itself, you're not practicing enough on the moves that you want to do, right? So if you want to work on windmill in the same practice, that's fine, because you have 2-3 hours in the practice, and in that time you have plenty of time to work on both headspin and windmill, right? Or whatever you want to do, or even spend a huge part freestyling and doing footwork, right? You have plenty of time for that, but you also have to finish the work. Now, to make a steady improvement in whatever you want to do, use the +1 method. I made a video about this, and it is simply that each practice you have to be a little bit better, or at least work at getting a little bit better. Now, in the case of headspin, because we are talking about headspin now, it is simply you need to tap more. Let's say you can tap 3 rounds of headspin. The next training you have to do at least 4. When we talk about one-hand hops, again a move that you can practice correctly and incorrectly, but assume you're practicing it correctly with your legs tucked in. I made also a video about this. If you practice it correctly, and let's say you do one practice 4 hops, the next practice you have to do 5 hops, right? And you at least work at that, and you cannot do something else before you reach your goal. Of course, you can practice multiple things as long as you work at your skill, whatever it is you want to get, guys. This is the way to steadily improve, because otherwise, even if you practice correctly, it's almost like you're practicing for no reason at all, right? Of course, you improve a little bit, but especially with these power moves, and this is the reason I'm talking about power moves in general, they take a long time to get, right? You cannot just practice one day and hope that you get it. Sometimes it works out like that. For me, it was so with swipe, but usually that's not really the case, right? If you want to master a power move, you gotta work at it, and let's say in the case of headspin again, let's say you can tap and spin without hands. Maybe then you can say, okay, but now I'm focusing on windmills because I got the headspin. But if you're still not on that level that you sort of can be happy about the move, at least you keep at the work. If you choose to do head spins, finish the work you started. Otherwise, almost like you're practicing for no reason, right? And everybody's guilty of this, of course. I'm just as guilty as you guys. But be aware of this, because you're sort of wasting your time. And a lot of people get really good in a very short time. Let's say 4 years, they're sort of like, out there at the top. And these guys, they finish their work. They work hard and they train hard. And when you do that, let's say you train 3-4 times a week and you work hard, right? But you are also consistent and use the +1 method. Trust me, you will become a killer. See you next time.